Hey guys, welcome back to Good Vibes with Francie. I'm your host, Francie Sheshe, and I am very glad to have you here with me back on our second episode. So, last time, just to wrap up, last time we talked about positivity, why it is an important asset and skill to have on our personality, and also of the power of focusing on good, even little things in life. They all are just as important as the big ones as well. So today we're diving into something else, something completely different, but just as much important as the other one, because we all have to go through that in our daily basis, every day. Change. So whether it's a big or small challenge we have to go through, or change we have to do, change can be tough, difficult as well, and can be felt like a burden at the same time too. But it can also be rewarding, an incredible opportunity if you learn how to embrace it, how to control and also manage it. So why embracing change is so very important? Change, we said, is one of the few things in life we can count on, right? Because it shapes our future, it shapes our experience and our life as well. So no matter how much we plan, life has a way of twisting things for us, surprising us with changes that it does too, from circumstances or whatever reason a change happens to us. Because how we handle change actually shapes our personality, our skill set, if we tend to resist it, then it might feel like a struggle, like a burden, But when we open ourselves up, we focus on going through that challenge, through that change, we often find growth, new perspectives, and new possibilities at the same time. Studies actually, factual, show that people who embrace change can often be more resilient, adaptable, have a healthier mindset than most of us, and also tend to have a stronger sense of well-being, So embracing change can actually be a skill that is worth developing. As in our last episode, we're going to talk about some practical tips that can actually help us embrace change. So first things first, my first tip that I'm going to tell to every one of us: acknowledge your feelings and your emotions, because change can be scary and a burden at the same time, and it's okay to feel that way. It's understandable. Everyone goes through that. It's not something that we plan to go through that in life, Allow yourself to recognize whatever emotions or feelings come up, whether it's fear, joy, excitement, or even uncertainty, or feeling uncomfortable or unease with something. Acknowledging those feelings and emotions can actually help you process them instead of letting them control you from the other way around. Secondly, it's important to focus on the positive side of change. That is how we can help ourselves embrace change and going through challenges, Just like with positivity, as I said, we can train ourselves to see the good in change. Find something just as small or little of importance as it is, and hang on it like it's a leap of hope or faith, and go through with that. Even if it's a difficult situation, try to find one positive aspect, Maybe it's a chance to learn something new, get a new skill, meet new people, make new friends, get new connections, for your career reasons as well, or even gain a fresh new perspective and possibilities, a new way of thinking through things. Sometimes it's very hard to see the positive right away, at the blink of an eye. It takes a lot of resilience and practice, and so you will find that eventually, if you go through that mindset, you know. And thirdly, break it down. It's very important for you to go through things little by little, you know, go through the change that you're going through little by little, step by step, because it can actually feel overwhelming, because change can be felt like at the first time like a huge step, like one giant leap, you know. And so breaking it down into smaller and more manageable steps can actually make it feel less intimidating and less impossible to go through. Ask yourself this simple question, you know, what's one thing I can do today to adapt to this change? What's one thing I can do today, and another thing that I can do tomorrow that can actually help me embrace change easier, you know? And so small steps and simple questions like that can actually make a huge a huge difference, you know, over time. As on our last episode, I'd like to share some personal story that I had to go through that actually helped me build myself up for today's episode, which brings me back to this episode. So, from a very long time period, I had a very difficult time going through doing public speaking or going through camera, just as you see. So it was very difficult for me, because from my career path as a front-end developer, my work is only on the computer. I didn't go much outside making new friends, and so I tried to do a new thing. I tried to think some different way of solving this problem for me. I had to take some small steps first. So I went to the near cafe at the first place, made new friends, got new connections, got new relationships, became more comfortable talking to people, and then I joined new communities and groups online. I started talking to new people, you know, from other countries as well. I had to get comfortable going to the camera, you know, and became more sociable, more friendly, and more talkative at the same time. And looking back to those, that thing actually helped build myself up, you know, shape myself as I am today. Yeah. So by that, I want to go through the next point, which is finding support during change, and why it is so very important for us to not go through challenges and change in life alone. Share your thoughts with friends, family, or even a mentor, and if you don't have one, try to find one for some specific reason that you want to go through, some specific thing that you want to learn, you know. Just talk it out, and that can actually help you see things in a new light, in a new perspective, find some new possibilities, a new way of thinking, you know, new solutions. You know, and sometimes they can actually offer valuable insights you might not have thought of before, you know, as I said, a new perspective, a new way of thinking. And so as we wrap up this episode by that last point I mentioned, remember this: change doesn't have to be something we fear, or that we feel unease or uncomfortable to go through, you know. With the right mindset, and also, of course, you'll need some resilience at the same time. It can be something we embrace, and even if it feels uncomfortable, you know. Life is all about growing and adapting, and each change brings its own set of lessons and skill set, you know. You're not supposed to find yourself in this our life, you know. This life is supposed to help you create yourself, you know, shape yourself, your personality, how you go to other people, how people see you, you know, everything, you know. Mindset, a good mind stays in a healthy body, you know. So to wrap up today's episode with this last quote I said, just remember this: thank you so much for tuning in to Good Vibes with Francie, to today's episode. If you liked it, Be sure to subscribe to our channel. I'm going to share the link down below. Comment anything that you feel like saying, an opinion, some criticism, or anything at all. I'm very happy to share my thoughts as well, or comment back to you. And also share it with someone who might actually need a little encouragement, who is feeling down at this moment, and that can actually help them go through. And don't forget to come back for our next episode, coming back on Tuesday. But until then, stay open, stay positive, and just remember, embrace change, because you've got this, with the right mindset. Until then, catch you soon. Bye.